As soon as they announced her name, Kristen and I were in a 24-hour ride-in together where we wrote a short one-act play. So I was delighted to find out that Kristen was headlining. I also saw you in Sugar and you were phenomenal. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, your lovely bartender, I'm borrowing her because I'm filming for Patreon. I just released the first album of my poetry on Bandcamp.
That's exciting.
Which is somehow less terrifying than standing in front of a larger people. So, bear with me.
Yay, we're happy to have you.
I am the family heathen. That is important to know. My big sister, who is my best friend, is a staunch Catholic. And while looking for her Christmas present last year, I came across a saint who called to me across faiths. So this is for her. Saint Dymphna, to those contemplating martyrdom. The last thing you'll remember is the shade of your blood against the formica in the bathroom. Maybe the cloying wake of gun oil on your gums where you tested the fit of the barrel, or the view from the balcony on the 14th story. I can hear it from here. The automatic weaponry of your heart. I am very small. The automatic weaponry of your heart trying to defend itself from terror or from itself. The awful, wet certainty of being alive pumping away inside the cage of your sternum, and the realization that as both jailed and jailer, you could set that certainty free. I know the awesome power of having your own life in your hands. I have seen you juggle chainsaws with your clumsy, earth-caked fingers quaking during hang time, wondering if this is the last mistake you'll ever have to make. And you are no less for the uncertainty of everything always being up in the air. The first thing you remember is the delivery room. Brand new eyes, blinded by the beauty of it all, and searching for the exits. Then came Virginia at the mouth of your cradle, whispering, "It is possible to die." Sylvia and her Tyrannicide smile, lifting the lid of the bell jar to keep you safe when she lit the pilot. Anne, dressed to the nines, her mother's fur and polished bones, once beautiful and now herself. Darling Martyr, do you get it now? Can you see the pattern? You were born at an awkward angle and have been fighting gravity ever since. There is nothing romantic about being her kind. You know the type. A radium girl with a heart that glows in the dark and runs on antifreeze. I know this, and you know this. But it is worth mentioning that there is strength in numbers. The sisters of suicide, doomed to live the same life over and over. Abel flee at his brother's feet, and yes, I am your keeper. It is true that all of us will die. It is even true that some of us will die by our own hands and at the time of our choosing. Possible that that time might be soon, and that the only remnants of our time of dying will be pillars of salt. But you are forgiven. Everything you have ever wanted to be forgiven. It is true that all may yet come to ruin. The trumpets sounded, the seals broken, the end of all things come at last. We may yet skip rapture, may yet forfeit our right to make it to sunrise. But some of us won't. Some of us won't. Thank you.